What's going on, everybody? We are back in the Bat Cave. Back in here once again with another live stream. Shout out to you guys for being in here, being involved, and being active on this channel. Happy Melanin Monday, aka Money Day, baby. That's right, aka update ourselves before the patch drops tomorrow day. Shout out to the live gang, replay gang, watching this in the future, and of course the Lurk Squad. Thank you all for being in here, being involved, and being active on this channel. All right, let me see. How's it going? Let me check for any audio issues that may or may not be on my end. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic. So far, so good. Everything is looking Kuji sweater now. I can't be live on Kick though.
Nope.
I don't know what's going on. I hit go live and it's not working. I miss my sound effects, man. You know, the show is not the same without sound effects.
Nope.
We need them. I love the soundboard. Anyways, things are looking good on both platforms that we are on live. Twitch and MeTube, aka YouTube. AKA, you will not broadcast yourself.
Nope.
Anyways, we're here to review the OB39 item and God Balance Titan Talk. Tomorrow, Ethereal Staff, aka E-Staff returns to the game alongside Ching Chen. Oh, yes. Do a flip in any direction now. The best part of his kit is now you can do any type of flip, whether it be a front flip, a back flip, or a side flip. Now you won't do just a front flip moving backwards or sideways.
Nope.
You're going to do the proper flip this time. So the next time someone says, hey, do a flip, you know what to do. Let's get in here. It's going to be a chill review day stream as we prepare for tomorrow. Let's jump into it. Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. Here we go. We are in studio. Once again, we infiltrated the high-res Titan Forge studios in Atlanta. We are here with Hindu Man, Kilgoon, and Caps. Of course, our spot above Caps' head is ours, chat. That is our designated spot.
Good afternoon, and welcome into another
Titan Talk.
It's Friday. That means
it is a Monday.
39.
No longer
Yes,
Friday.
39. That's
Nope.
crazy. That's
My
crazy.
dude.
Collar doing. My collar's like,
What?
just look at my collar. It's just like a mess.
It's always
Can
the
y'all
classic
hear
get on
that?
camera
Yeah,
and
yeah, you
realize.
see yourself.
Yeah, y'all should be able to.
I
man.
just never look.
Yeah.
Real quick check for the viewers tuning in. Any audio issues today? Just want to make sure there's no echo. There shouldn't be, but let's just check
Nope.
that before we even begin.
Nope.
No echoes, Hindu. We good.
Respond to that.
All Gucci, brother.
Kind of discussed a little bit, Caps, about like the plan for this patch was kind of looking at defense items a little bit more.
Yes.
Making some adjustments there, and some people had to play around on the PTS, and we've made some adjustments since then.
Only
Oh yeah, it was the they did mention this briefly on the previous one. The percentage health items are gonna get ixnayed and they're gonna be adjusted.
Yeah. Okay. So without further ado, we can get straight into it then.
Yeah.
I'll bring up the handy dandy desktop.
Okay.
So first, the God.
He said the thing. Shout out to Isaiah. The handy dandy desktop. Let's go. Shout out to Isaiah. He's still with us in spirit in the Tiny Talk show. Even though he's no longer with the company, he's doing greater things now. Aladdin is the first one up. Kufic Invocation. Reduced large projectile intelligence scaling, return scaling, a small one, and then strength scaling as well. He got a nerf. Holy moly. Oh, that's just his one. His two. Genie Punch intelligence scaling, nerf. Strength scaling, nerf. Oh my lord.
Balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He's
Aladdin
still good.
Yeah. He's
has
got-
been the top band god in ranked for
Ever.
a long
a
time.
long
For
time.
forever. Since he dropped.
Um,
Since people realized how crazy great this god is.
yeah. So he's. This is a very
Mhm.
changing anything with Kufic Invocation is going to look insane because if I want to change the scaling on the whole ability, I just need to do every single bit of it. So
Yep. Look at that. Large projectile, small projectile for both intelligence on the going out and returning, and strength as well on the going out and the returning. Good morning, brother. We back. We are back in the Bat Cave. Oh, it feels great to be back.
there's a very long list here, but basically reducing the scaling on both the outer projectile and the inner projectile, as well as his genie punches for his
Oh,
two.
just two abilities.
So, yep, Kufic
Okay.
Invocation, as you can see there. I'm not going to read all those out, but for the most part, every single one's gone down.
Yep.
Sultan's Grace, though, as well, the Genie Punch intelligence scaling has reduced from 20% to 15%. And Genie Punch strength scaling reduced from 35% to 27%.
Yes.
And we'll see how Aladdin does next.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I mean, we're still going to look at pretty
He
much
still
everything.
does a lot of
Sure.
damage.
So let's have a look at Aladdin. Next up is Bastet.
Oh,
We'll
that's
begin-
it. Okay, Bastet is next. Her two got. Strength scaling reduced from the razor whip from 30% per tick to 22% per tick. Ability has changed to a fixed angle sweep. This means that Bastet can no longer extend or shorten the hitbox with movement of her camera. That sucks. It's probably a greater nerf than the damage one. Combine it, it's just the big double whammy for her. It was fun being a flick and whack people with it. Man, okay. Damn, 8% per tick. That's going to be considerable damage. Cabroken Refraction Shield. Max health heal per target scaling reduced from 0.75 to 0.5. That's his passive, I believe. Damn, he got hit 25 or 0.25%. He was getting too much health, I suppose. Oh, hang on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Someone wants me. Hey, ladies, reveal yourselves in the chat. Say meow. Meow for me. Kronos is next. He already got nerfed. He just dropped 2 weeks ago. Okay, his two got. Yep, here it is. Base movement speed buff reduced from 20% to 10%. Bonus intelligence per 4 activations reduced from 3 to 2. Yep. Could have seen this. I mean, I saw this coming. Anytime you have high, 20% is considered high. I would say it's high. It's just base flat movement speed, man. It's not pathfinding.
Nope.
So it's not going to decay or anything, depending whether you're in combat or out of combat. This is just forever movement speed for free. So that was too much. So it got chopped at the knees, or at the waist, I should say, because it got a 50% nerf.
A nerf to her razor
I wonder
whip.
if
Strength
anything else
scaling
got
reduced from
nerfed
30% per
Kronos.
tick down to 22% per tick.
Yep.
And ability has changed to a fixed angle sweep. This means that Bastet can no longer extend or shorten the hitbox with movement of her camera.
Yes. This is a lot of the reason that people are thinking like, oh, I'm like, why
Actually,
am I not hitting?
Yeah.
It's because it was swapped to a sweep, which you could move with your camera.
Yeah. Which was great.
And a lot of people, like every video I've seen of this, where
I liked
people
it.
are like, why did my 2 miss? It's because they use their 2 and then they turn left.
So they sweep.
And it's a sweep from left to right. So you end up just fully whiffing because you've shortened your hitbox.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They didn't even realize it. I guess they didn't read or watch the shows.
Nope.
Clearly. If they took the time to update themselves and watch these shows, or even read the flavor text for the abilities, they would see that this is it's a sweep now. You can just 360 whip it. Instead, they didn't.
Nope.
They were stuck on stupid. Huh? Why did my ability miss? Huh? This was a great thing, man. I enjoyed this, having the sweep function. Now it's just locked on. I don't like that. Anyways, we're not here about me. We're here for the majority of people.
We're taking it back to a fixed angle sweep. You can still modify it a little bit by like your character movement.
Okay.
Because fixed angle sweeps, basically once the sweep starts, it's going to go in that direction. So you can like move left to right and
just
still and
move your whole body
a little bit, but
instead of just the camera.
So let's have a look at Bastet. Cabrakan also get a bit of a touch this patch. Refraction Shield is going to be nerfed slightly. Max health heal per target scaling reduced from 0.75 to 0.5.
Yes.
He was too beefy.
We want to bring down some of his sustain. He's been a very, very strong solo laner.
Yeah.
We're gonna see where this puts him. We might have to do more later, but this is for now,
Step
I
in that
think.
direction.
I
For
don't
what, his
know
damage?
if his damage is necessarily a problem, but he is definitely staying in lane quite a bit. So
Kronos on the list as well.
Really? Interesting. Is it going to be his mana consumption or time cast? His cooldowns? That might get touched next.
Accelerate going to be nerfed here. The base
Wasn't the
movement speed
damage.
buff reduced from 20% to 10%, and bonus intelligence per
Oh, it's drizzling outside? Hey, okay.
4 activations
Yeah.
reduced.
I heard it raining earlier this morning when I woke up. Ah, yeah. Time for a hoodie. Time to get cozy and comfy in this rain, baby. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah.
From 3
I love
to
it when
2.
it rains.
So overall, just a bit of a
So
nerf in
comfortable.
terms of the damage output,
Quite
but also the
peaceful and
mobility
relaxing
there.
to me.
yes,
And we know speed is always one of the most powerful things in the game.
He be zooming.
Yep.
He be zooming.
Mhm.
So a little look at Kronos. Next up on the list is Horus.
Horus, our man, got gust damage reduced from his updraft. From 30 to 70, it is now 20 to 60. 10 across the board. And fracture, that's his 1. Then his 2. Cleave damage reduced from 60 to 220, now 50 to 190. He got hit 900. He got late game, man. He got hurt reduced a lot. Cleave scaling reduced from 45% to 40%. Damn. Okay, he won't be hitting hard no more. Well, that sucks. Kali, her lash. Intelligence scaling reduced from 35% to 30%. Strength scaling reduced. Bleed intelligence scaling reduced from 10% to 7% per tick. And new fire shards base damage reduced from 100 to 400. It is now from 100 to 300. Oh, Lord. She won't be hitting hard with her ult no more. At least at max level. Damn, okay. It stays the same in the level 1. Then a little bit reduced on level 2. A greater reduction at 3. Even greater at 4. And then the whole 100 at 5.
As well, we'll be getting a bit of a touch here. Updraft gust damage reduced from 30 to 70 will now be 20 to 60. And fracture,
get those snipes.
cleave
You can't get
damage
those snipes
reduced from
anymore.
60 to 220 will now be 50 to 190.
Oh, not as
And
frequently.
the cleave scaling has also been reduced from 45%
With
to
Forest.
40% now.
Yep.
He seemed to be performing pretty well. From
yeah,
what I could see.
he's one of the big winners in this in the patch. I think we had a few
Winners? Oh,
winners, as in like they gained a lot of like. They started
bonuses,
winning
yeah.
a lot more.
Okay, gotcha.
Because of the flat pen changes, so and the base stat changes.
Oh,
Horus
yeah.
came out on Horus along with a few other characters came out on top of
makes
that
sense,
pretty
yeah.
well. So
Yeah. Another one on the list is Carly with Lash. Going to get looked at here. Intelligence scaling reduced from 35% to 30%.
that's a 2.
And strength scaling reduced from 30% to 25%. Additionally, the bleed intelligence scaling
Yeah,
reduced
that's the
from
only
10%
ability that does
to
bleed. It's her
7%
2.
per tick. It did feel like those ticks were dealing a ton of damage as the game went on.
yeah, I think Kali has like one of the, if not the highest scaling ability in the game with Lash currently.
Damn.
So wanted to take that down a bit.
Kali be Kaliing.
She has like very, very strong one-shot potential right now. So we wanted to get rid of that a little bit with the new pen system. So.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
New War as well, going to get a bit of a nerf to her fire shards here at the base.
With all the
It
recent
was
changes
100 to
made, yeah. She can just stun you, dead, bye. It's a wrap. Speak with the Undertaker. Get out of here. And then with Blink 2. Blink 3, 2, the basic attack, gone.
400
Instant.
will be getting hit at the top end here, so 100 to 300 at max. Obviously, scaling's still there.
Yeah, scaling's the same.
Yeah, Nuwa doing really well this update at every skill level.
Yes.
Outperforming some of the ones that people maybe are complaining more about.
Yeah.
I know.
Even at the highest skill level.
Yeah,
Damn.
this is one of those things where
Okay.
like I know people are probably looking at Nua like, why did you touch Nua? But not only is her win rate very high, she is also one of the most picked characters. So it's not like
Yep.
the
You see
data
she's in
is
a lot of games. And
yeah, it's not
Super
like the data's
easy to
bad.
play.
She's in a lot.
Her kit is not difficult to master.
Nope.
You hit everybody with your ult. Just ult. Free damage there. Or you can use it as an escape.
Of games
So,
and she's,
understandable.
like, one of our best. I think she's like top 3 mages right now.
Because there is
Um,
situations
she has
where a
flat
god
bend
will
too,
do very well, but
built
not being
into her
picked very
kit.
often, so it can skew the data
So
a
with the
little
pan
bit.
changes that were made, it just made sense. She was gonna be doing way better.
To an extent of just showcasing how.
yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to
play.
tell because like if you look at like our very 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 top win rates, some of them are characters like nobody or like an aspect nobody picks.
Like the last few patches, I've seen Herc aspect has been like one of the top win rate things at some.
Interesting.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Herc aspect.
Because like it's played once and the person won with it, you know. And I'm exaggerating slightly, but it's like when they're
Yes, 100% win rate there. Automatically. Hey, I've had some of those games too, and some characters. I think Hercules is one of them. I've played him once or twice, and I've won both, or that one time, 100% win rate. It's like, some people would say, I'm too good with this guy, but nah.
Nope.
It's just a little play count.
there's only 3 or 4
That's
matches
funny.
played on something that's
Yeah.
like just not picked.
Yeah, we've filtered for like skill level and
Mm-hmm.
and like both just like generic ranked as well as skill level as well as like
It
high
is
level
funny.
ranked as well as very top level ranked.
Yeah.
Herc aspect has been on top of that because almost nobody plays it, just period. But there is
Yeah.
somebody playing it that's very high level that like
Just
wins
one.
like 80% of their games.
Just one guy.
But they don't play him that often either. So he'll have like 10 games and won 8 of them, and Herc just sits there. So
Damn, okay.
So let's look at new one,
That's
and then
funny.
we move on to the.
Oh, that's it. For God balance, only a few got touched. Okay, not bad. 3, 5 or 6. Chill. Okay.
won 8 of them, and Herc just sits there. So
So let's look at new
Items
one,
are
and then we-
next. Amanita Charm. Physical protections increased and magical protections increased. Okay, that's a buff. Berserker Shield. Buff. Physical protections went up from 30 to 50. Magical protections removed. Maximum health increased. Health regen increased. It has a new passive now. Okay. While Berserk, you get 15 physical protection, 15 magical protection, and 25 attack speed. It now builds from Olmec Blue instead of Engraved Guard. So, for the most part, it's just a physical protection item with health and attack speed. It's no longer a double Omni protection item.
Nope.
Huh. Okay. So it's a new passive. While Berserk, that's whenever you go Berserk, I think when you are down to your last 30% health or 40% health, you'll get this. Okay. So you get bonus. So while Berserk, you get 65%, not percent, 65 physical protection, 15 magical, and then you have the 25 attack speed. You get health regen now, though. Is that better than the magical protection, though?
Okay, what's up, everybody?
I don't
Looks
know.
like we are
Hey, we
live,
live, brother.
once again. We live.
Thank you for checking in. We live.
Woo!
Okay, we'll have to see. Hi. Hello. It's a great physical defense item now, though. Not an Omni Protect.
What's up, bro?
Why didn't you just do the page break here?
Oh, hey, fam.
What did they do to breastplate? Please tell me it's not a nerf. Breastplate is a really great item. If they ruined it, it's gonna make me sad.
On to the item balance. Now, obviously, OB38, we focus around some penetration changes, and we mentioned we're going to be looking at the defenses a little bit more this update.
Yes.
And obviously, one of the major focuses, Kev, that we mentioned on Wednesday, just to reiterate, was really the percentage-based items are kind of being removed and replaced a little bit this patch.
yeah, essentially we want to get rid of the percentage-based items, which will both so you aren't like completely forced into them, but they're still strong protection items. And then what we wanted to do was take the lesser bot items and try and bring them back up to be competitive at least, right? So
Sure.
these are more interesting choices versus the current commonly bought items.
Cool. Well, we start things off with Amanita Charm
Yeah.
here. Maybe see this a little bit even more often now, but physical protection going to be
Ew.
increased from 15 to 25, and magical protection also going up from 15 to
Okay.
25. Still has the same passive active effects
Yes,
as
still
well.
same active.
So still get the sustain from that. Next on the list is Berserker Shield, which is getting
It's
quite
too
a few.
slow though,
Just-
man. That's what I don't like about the nerf they did to Amanita Charm. It used to be so good. It used to and now it's just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's too slow for me. I don't like it. That's why I stopped using it. I was like, nah, man, it's way too slow. Unless I'm playing a healer and I just want to max out on my healing potential, I really don't get it no more. Stampede though, it's like a must. Stampede is really good. I love that item.
This update, physical protections are going to be increased from 30 to 50.
It's going to be
It is
greater
gonna lose the
for
magical protection, however, in this
Bologna,
item. It was
this
15,
item.
now will be 0, but it has
I mean, she still used it anyways. Now it's going to be a little bit greater. Yeah, because you have health regen now, HP 5 flat. Before you didn't. You can double up with your 3. It can work with any warrior now. A lot
being
better.
given 200 health and 4 regen, alongside the passive being adjusted.
Wonder how it's going to be
here. So
on
now while
Guan
you're
Yu.
Berserk, you'll get 15%, sorry, 15, not percent, 15 physical protections, 15 magical protections, 25% attack speed.
Dude, I did the same mistake. I said percent instead of flat. I think you're in the same spot, dude. I haven't even watched this show.
Nope.
I'm going in blind here, brand new. Great minds think alike. We're on the same frequency.
And it's had an adjustment in terms of its build path into building from like blue instead of engraved god.
Yep. Olmec Blue mostly because this has health and regen on it now instead of magical protection, so those stats make more sense for what Berserker Shield's final
That's nice.
form is.
It's nice we're ahead of those sometimes, because now and again we will like change something and go, oh, but it's building out the wrong thing now. But it's good to see that. Berserker Shield.
I think
there,
having the magic
Breastplate of Valor
protections
is going to
was
be just getting a
great
small
as
touch
well.
in terms of
It got buffed. Okay. No nerf.
Nope.
No need to get sad. We get glad here. We get glad force flex. Yo, above to breastplate is welcome. 35 to 50. 50. Holy moly. Okay, draconic scales. Physical protection went from 20 to 30. Same for magical. New passive. Gain 4 protections against that god's damage type. The stacks last 1.5 seconds for a maximum of 7 stacks. Stacks decay 1 at a time. So you get 28 protections for either physical or magical. That would be bonus. Oh, you don't get both though. Ooh. And they only last the 28 protections only last for 1.5 seconds. Will that even be noticeable? I don't think so. At least not by me. I probably won't really notice it. And then stacks decay 1 at a time. So you have an extra 28 seconds, I suppose. What's the decay speed? Do you lose 1 every second? No, 1.5. 4, no, but this is 7 stacks. So you have 7 times 1.5, 14. No. I'm about to do this quick maths, man. Let me do it. 10.5 seconds. And stacks decay 1 at a time. They're going to be decaying pretty quickly. No, it's just the stacks. Never mind. I'm talking I'm talking nonsense to myself. Just confusing myself. Let's move on. Dwarven Plate. New passive. 15 bonus physical. You don't. Okay. Here it is. It's the same. On use, switch protections are increased more. Okay. New passive. 15 bonus physical protections. 45 magical protections. On use, switch which protections are increased more. So you have the flat physical and magical protections, and then these are the new bonus ones. Bonus 15. Is this magical bonus as well? I would suppose so. They probably just forgot to add the bonus wording here. Damn. I kind of like the original passive, how it worked. And same for Draconic Scales too. It was a great HP protection item. I don't know how it's gonna be now. And then Eye of Providence. No longer an active item. Oh yeah, this is the Sentry Ward one. Oh shoot. Okay, this is gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great, especially in high level of plays where people actually, ward and have vision.
Protections, physical protection going up from 30.
I think it might sneak past people in rando lobbies. Maybe not so much in ranked, like the high end levels, but the low end levels for sure. People don't even ward dogs.
50
Nope.
on the item, and then we move on to.
That's quite a lot.
Definitely, especially with the cooldown
Yeah.
reduction that's in there too. We'll see how this plays out. I think even some cheeky mages may be picking this one up as well for a bit more defense. We'll see.
Dirty bubble once again.
It's back. Draconic Scale is also going to be getting changed this update. Physical protections going up by 10 on magical and physical protections. However, the passive has been adjusted. Gain 4 protections against the god's damage type that hits you. This stacks last 1.5 seconds and stacks up to 7 times, and the stacks decay 1 at a time. This is obviously individual physical and magical protection depending on what hits you.
Yes.
And you will see that during your UI as well.
Yeah, and you can get
Reflect what you
both.
get.
So
Yeah.
it's the same. It is Draconic Scale, basically the same thing. We just took out the percentage, increased the protection to compensate,
And gave it 4.
and then gave it stacks 4 instead of the percentages.
Makes sense. Sorry. Next
Okay.
up, Dwarven Plate. Going to be
So now
seeing
it's just gonna be flat instead of percentage. Flat protection. So flat pen is gonna be greater. It's gonna be the better choice instead of percentage pen.
new passive here. This passive now
Interesting.
will give you 50
Okay.
bonus physical protections or 45 magical protections, and on use, switch which protections are increased more.
Yes.
From that as well. So going to be a little bit more effective in these very, very tanky item. It is a semi-luxury item, but still potentially a core item here.
Yeah, it's still a very, very high. It's like basically this. We're keeping the base stats on this the same. It's only the active portion that's swapping.
Yeah.
But this makes it a very, very good single prot item versus like anybody that you like need a single prot for early on. So I think it's better to build earlier now. Is essentially how this works, if you can afford it.
Yeah.
So.
And I will say, like, it doesn't have health on it still. You know, it is your protection stick, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, it has very. To be fair, it has really high base protections too.
Oh yeah, it's got a
40.
ton of protections.
So
but like,
you're looking at 85.
Yeah.
On whatever you want to
Magical.
fight against. So
yeah.
Or
Chad says, why keep Dwarven an active item? I think it's because we like the idea of being able to swap to change what you want to protect against.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise he's just going to be a huge stat stick if he
Yeah.
just gave both permanently or something like that. Let's have a look at Dwarven Plate. Next up, though, Eye of Providence. A small but very impactful change here, in my opinion. This is no longer to be considered an active item. Still keeps the same stats. However, it's now got a new passive. When you have an open consumable slot, you will gain a sentry ward once every 120 seconds.
yes.
So basically going to be able to provide sentries more often. Really good, solid item.
Yes, it does keep the other aspect of the passive. So when you kill a ward, you still get bonus 50 gold.
Awesome. Okay.
Also, the way this consumable slot works is if your consumables are full, it will stop the cooldown on this item when it tries to give it to you. So if you have like 2 potions in there and like it's full, we stop the cooldown. Once you use a potion, we give you this entry ward, and then the cooldown starts again. Back to 20 seconds.
So be getting sentries more often on the map, more world coverage, and you'll get 50 gold back still.
Hell yeah, bonus 50.
Huh?
Yeah,
Freya's Tears, the other great percentage protection item. Physical protection increased 20 to 30. Magical 25 to 35 increased. New passive on 25% health lost. That should be a comma there. Comma. Gain 15 physical and magical protections for 5 seconds. So an extra. So you go 45 and 50. For 5 seconds. Damn. That's actually not bad. And it's only on 25% health lost. So you're going to be getting it quite often. For 5 seconds. That's a pretty long time. Genji's Guard. Magical protections increase from 50 to 60. Hussar's Wings. Physical and magical protections increased from 25 to 35. Kinetic Kuiras, or Cuirass, however you want to call it. Physical and magical protections increased from 15 to 25 for both. Damn, okay. Items are getting buffed defensively. Hell yeah. That is due to the freaking new pen changes, though.
Always has been.
You know what helps if you're dying to getting bursted?
Go on.
Some vision, so you know where people are trying to burst you from.
Good idea. Good idea.
Well said, Kilgoon. Well said, my man. Having vision. Wards save lives. Wards win games. You have no vision, you're an easy target for a jungler that knows what they're doing. And you get bursted down like that. Especially now more than ever. Now with all these new base stat changes. You have no one to blame but yourself.
I get it. Freya's Tears also on the list here. Going to be seeing a change. Physical protections going up on this item from 20 to 30, and magical protections also going up from 25 to 35. And the passive has been adjusted now on 25% health lost, 15 physical protections and magical protections for 5 seconds. I will mention, I apologize on this note, but it does stack twice. Yes. I believe. Just want to mention that. So if you do take 50% of your health, let's just say, you will get a double stack of that. So you'd be getting 30 physical protections and 30 magical protections for those 5 seconds.
Damn. Okay.
Genji's Guard also here. Just going to get. I will say Genji's Guard is the one that kind of stood out to
Not
me
bad.
in terms of, wait, everyone's already buying this, but we're going to be giving it an extra 10 magical protections. Is this just to bring it more in line with the other magical items?
Yeah, to bring it more in line with the other magical items and give it some power in, like, as an early pickup if you're like fighting into a Magen lane. We did want to give a couple of the single magical prot items a buff, which we don't have much of currently. So
get some love.
Guard got
Spread
it.
love.
Hunter's Guard also got that.
Oh, you're leaking. We've not even got that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, but you're right.
Hunter's Guard also got that of currently. So Genji's Guard got it. Oni Hunter's Guard also got that.
Oh, you're leaking. We've not even got that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, but you're right.
It's like, hey, why you giving them the information so early, man? Come on now, dog. Where are you? Boosie. Hey, bruh.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, Nindu always a hoot when he's around. You get great laughs out of him.
But the idea is, I know Genji's Guard is a pretty powerful item already. I know people are probably already.
It's a solid item,
but we wanted to give it a little bit of a buff because I think mages are very strong, and if you're in lane against one, it's a good option to fight into them. So,
Yep.
Next on the list is Hussar's Wings, a very luxury item that's very powerful but doesn't get picked too often. Is going to be seen a buff this patch. Increased protections of this. 25 physical protection now going to 35, and magical protection also going up from 25 to 35. See if we see more play out of this one. Honestly, immunity to slow, very impactful in a game that has a lot of slows.
it is a
built it
luxury
today.
item, though. So
It was great.
Yep, zooming around.
I loved it. Very useful.
The freedom is crazy.
Plus, it's got 500 health on it. It's so much health.
It is a very tanky item, but it's a very expensive item. So.
Yep. The most expensive item in the game.
We'll see if people can fit it into their
Rightfully
build somewhere.
so.
Kinetic Cuirass also on the list here. Physical protection is going up from 15 to 25, and magical protection.
Oh, speaking of Hindu man, I'm pretty sure he's ecstatic and over the moon that England is in the semifinals. Top four. Top four. Hey, good luck to them. Looking forward to these final games of the World Cup. Been enjoying them.
It's also going up from 15 to 25 as well. Another item that I think hasn't been bought too often, but I do think this will make it more attractive.
Yes, this is. I think this one's been sitting on the edge of viability for a while, so we're seeing how much we can bring it up here. I do think, it still has all of its other things, so it's still got the passive it has. It still has the, I think it's dampening that's on kinetic, right? Was it plating?
I think it's plating.
It might be plating.
Pretty sure it's plating.
It's one of the two, but
It's
I know
plating.
it has it. So the stats list is not in front of me right
It's
now,
plating.
but I know
Yeah,
that I
it's
kept
plating.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
plating.
Plating.
5 plating on that as well. So that's Kinetic Curious. Next up, Leviathan's Hide. Going to be seeing a bit of an.
Damn, which one's this one? I don't even remember this one, man. What does it look like? I don't really use it.
Nope.
I'm drawing a blank. I know Mystical Mail. It got buffed. Oni Hunters. Yes. It's a great one. 40 to 50. Oh, shoot. Okay. Phoenix Shield buff. Shifter Shield buff. Health regen now in Shifter Shield. Okay. This is going to be a solid item for solo laners. Stone of Binding. Magical protections increased. This is the item love buff pack. They've all gotten buffed, man. Some changes, maybe some nerfs for the percentage ones. You would qualify that as a nerf. All the other ones, though, they've gotten love. Increased protections. I'm here for it.
Increase as well. 35 physical protections is now going to be 45.
And that's just bringing those equal, right?
Yeah.
And Mystical Mail are going to be getting more love as well. 25 to 40 on Mystical Mail, so protection's going up there too. Oni Hunter's Garb Caps did just mention it, but that is going to be getting an increase in its magical protections, increase from 40 to 50.
Yes.
Next up, Shield of the Phoenix, also seeing a physical protection increase from 25 to 35. And then we move on to Shifter Shield, which is seeing a little bit more love again. Another bit of regen going on to this. Physical protection increase from 15 to 25. Magical protection increase from 15 to 25. And health regen is going from not having it all the way up to 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Regen is going to be pretty useful this update.
Yes. We wanted
Regen,
to give
man.
some regen options just because I think part of why bruisers are not feeling as good right now is because they don't have as much regen as they had previously. We just don't have many early game regen items, so we're trying to give some regen items back here. So
Yeah, and keep in mind in Smite 2 it is health per second.
Correct, yeah.
yeah, it's not health per 5.
Yeah, so that would be the equivalent of 20 HP 5 from Smite 1.
And shifters did have 20 in Smite 1, I believe. Before, I think it was like 30 physical and magical protections in Smite 1 or something, but also, this is a more aggressive item in Smite 2. It has far more strength and intelligence on it with the passive. So this
Hydrate
is a bit
up,
more
hydrate
aggressive
up.
Shifter Shield, but we're bringing up the defense to get it much closer. So
Next on the list, as you can see, Stone of Binding going to also be seeing a bit of love. Magical protections increasing from 25 to 35. Just a small touch on that.
Eggsy, increase attack speed, passive, apply 1 stacking of piercing. Piercing reduces 7% protections for 4 seconds. Previously it was 6. Stacks up to 4 times. Previously it was 5. Excuse me. So each auto applies 1 stack of piercing. So if you're not mechanically challenged
Nope.
and can land your auto attacks frequently, 4 autos and you reduce 28% protections for 4 seconds. Holy moly. Damn. That's crazy, man. That's not me, though.
Nope.
I'm mechanically challenged at times. So, might have to skip out on this one, man. Or I can't really extract the max benefits on this item, man.
Nope.
It's just what it is, man. I accept that. Terrifying. Cost reduction from $26,000 to $24,000. And here we go. The new item joining the Smite 2 roster. The item I have been requesting for 11 years now. Ethereal Staff, everybody. It's back. It's here. Or it will be here tomorrow. E-Staff, baby. Intelligence, 60. Max health, 250. Tenacity, you get 15. Passive, ability hit a god. And whenever you do hit a god with an ability, you steal 6% max health and max mana from a single target. It triggers once per ability and the stacks last for 60 seconds. And stacks decay 1 at a time. Cooldown, internal cooldown, 15 seconds. And costs 25.50 gold. So it's pretty economically feasible. Early item. Top 3 slots. That would be early game. Certainly 1 and 2. I think by 3 it's your like mid game maybe. Or starting to enter mid game. So I love this item. It's a great support item. Because they are mana hungry. Mana greedy characters. Now I'm gonna get 6% extra max health and mana from hitting my abilities. It's gonna feel great. I'm happy. And it makes sense. Like I've been saying this the entire time. With all these recent changes, E-Staff, it was the next logical item that had to be brought into the game. Because they changed all of these base stat changes and all of these penetration changes, at least the first wave of changes. They changed the mana recovery. What is it? MP per second. Mana regen, that's the word. First, they changed the mana regen. Whenever that happened, I was like, yo, we need E-Staff in the game. I think that was the first instance of when I started saying we need this item. Then they changed the HP regen. Then they changed the base stats for health, mana, and basic attack damage. And then the penetration changes. I was like, hello? Where is E-Staff? We need E-Staff. With all these changes, it's good. It's logically sound to include this item into the pool now. And now it will be here. It will be here. We just need Flame Forged Hammer, Warlock Staff, Bulwark of Hope, Frostbound Hammer. What other items are there? I can't think of those. Those are the other ones I want in the game. E-Staff made it. It made the cut. Now I just need the other ones.
On to the next
One
picture.
step
Anyway,
at
here
a
we go.
time, though.
The
One step
execution
at a
now.
time.
We finally get into some carry love for a second. Attack speed increased from 15% to 20% on the passive. Apply 1 stack of piercing. Piercing reduces 7 protections for 4 seconds. It was previously 6%. And stacks up to 4 times, which was previously 5. So overall, more shred. More protection.
Faster
shred, I guess. Faster shred as
Yeah,
well.
faster shred, a bit more attack speed. This still might need a little bit more love. We're still looking into carries.
Sure.
So.
The focus was definitely more towards the tankier area here, but
Yeah.
we are noticing the carry situation. We are making work on it for sure.
Naturally.
And then tier thing also going to be
That's going to be the next step to
cost
look at.
reduction 2600 to 2400.
Yes.
It was being filtered into builds here and there in the carry rolls too. So we'll see if this gets picked up a little bit more. And last but not least on the OB39 overview, we're going to be seeing Ethereal Staff return to the game with intelligence of 60, maximum health of 250, 15 tenacity, and the passive ability when you hit a god.
I'm happy about this. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this tomorrow.
6% max.
I
health
hope
and
you
mana
are
for a
too.
Single target. This triggers once per ability. Stacks last for 60 seconds. They decay one at a time. The cooldown internally is 15 seconds. And the cost of the item will be 2,550 gold. They're getting tankier, these mages too now, huh?
Yep. Max health is actually very, very good on this item. So this is honestly, I have this item.
You people, all you new players, you will see the greatness. You will get to experience how incredible this item is, and you will be grateful that they brought it into the game. Us old hands were like, yes, finally. I mainly use it on supports, frontliners, not so much mages,
Nope.
although it's still a great item. 60 intelligence, man. 60, and you get 250 max health. And you have some tenacity. That's great for mages. Support mages, what? Like, who's going to be great on? Vulcan? Who else is a mage support? Nut? Pause. Who else? Maybe you can put it in as Nuwa support. Actually, that'd be great. Because you get 250 max health, and her clay minions health scales off of her health. So the more health she has, the more health they have. And she's got tenacity. Oh, that's gonna be great on her. Woo, it's gonna be great on her.
Has been very good.
And you can proc its effect easily. A with your ult. B with your 1 or your minions or your 3. You can E-Staff on Nuwa. Let's go. I'm cooking, chat.
I think
I'm cooking.
so. To bring back, if you're playing like a bruiser mage,
Mhm.
very, very strong.
MILF. This is going to be excellent for her. Aspect MILF. Yep.
Because keeping that max health off people is pretty crazy. So
I'm trying to think who the first character I'm like, which mage would I go to straight away with this? Off the top of my head. I just don't even know.
Xing Tian.
Maybe it
He's
is.
back.
Oh my god, it is.
Xing Chan, yes, excellent segue. Cap, my man, let's go. Hell yeah, bringing it back full circle. Great, Xing Chan.
Did this on Jing Tank Caps? That's crazy.
I'm not the one who
It's
brought back
been-
Ethereal stuff, actually, so that just happened to be a thing.
Oh my god.
What are the odds of that? I was thinking Sylvanas is just like a little edge case as support, but yeah, you're right. It's going to be useful.
My attacks deal less damage, and I have less health, and I hate my life. It's great. Really enjoyable.
Just wait to bring you back on camera. This
Kilgoon playing the devil's advocate here.
Same time as you're like having your little moment of
Little
these
existential
playtests
breakdown.
have been hurting me.
Dude, it's been rough these past few weeks.
You've been testing some rough, tricky gods.
A lot of things that are
Damn, aspect Xing Qian too. Oh my god. That's gonna be wild, man. Spinning to winning with them.
in
motion.
Yeah, in active development, you know, and it's like, you know, we don't necessarily play the playtests like to win, but it's like sometimes it's like, man, I just feel like I'm not doing a damn thing. So yeah, it's been good.
Always happens. So let's have a look at the OB39 overview. We're going to stick around for the next 40 minutes, kind of take questions from people.
Kilgood is like, oh sheesh. I'm trying, boss. I'm trying. Please believe me. I'm not being out here useless and inept on purpose.
Nope.
I just feel like it though. Oh, I wonder who he's been test playing after Coochie Lane, man. Who's coming next after him?
One other new feature in this update, which we forgot to talk about on the show, it's kind of minor, but it is something that was requested by the community, and I thought was a good request. We were able to get in, which is having on your buff bar diminishing returns as a visible buff bar.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So now this was something that we added relatively late in Smite 1.
Yeah.
But there is now a buff bar icon when you have diminishing returns on you. Should be easier to understand what's going on and play around that.
Okay, good to know. That's good.
Okay, let's go.
Now we can take questions.
Yeah, we can go into questions.
Hi, chat. What do you got?
Any questions?
Yeah.
Ethereal staff, yes, it has a 15-second cooldown. It is not just always on all characters.
Because that would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine?
You mean CC diminishing returns? Yes, that is what I mean. So like when you get CC'd, then subsequent CCs CC you for less time.
Yeah.
That is the way diminishing returns works, and now you will
have a bit of display.
Instead of being a hidden thing, it will now be a visible effect.
Gotcha. Now it's on front page.
How's my mid lane career going? I don't even know what that reference is to my mid lane career. I did play a mid lane playtest for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, maybe we mentioned it on.
Did we mention it on Wednesday?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yep.
My brain was like, I've not touched mid in this. Could we expect more Hunter buffs next patch? I think we kind of touched on that, Caps, of like we are looking towards the carry role to an extent just to see how this is going to impact.
Yeah, we're thinking of what we have a few ideas of what we're doing, but we do want to make carries feel a bit better right now. I think they're struggling into tanks and also getting blown up by like mages. And so they're having a rough time right now.
Damn, ADC.
I agree.
Not against, to be clear, not against killing tanks. I think they should be bursted down by mages and
I think
killed by assassins. But having the ability to kill tanks in the later game is definitely a
no.
Nope.
I disagree with you there, Hindu man. Mages should not be bursting down tanks that easily.
Nope.
Caveat, that easily. All right,
you guys. You're about to watch 180 seconds of ads. Don't forget you can use your Prime sub to skip through them.
Thank you, Charlie. Assassins, ADCs, and other mages, I'm okay with. If the tank is the first one to die to a mage, though, what hope do the other character roles have, huh? None.
Nope.
So no, they should not be bursted down easily. Not at all. You always invest a lot into taking down a support.
Their role. Almost.
Yeah,
those are my 2 cents, man.
Able to fight into a tank who's like aggressing onto them and do a pretty decent job against it. So like they should be the ones afraid of mages and assassins, but they should also be the ones that are the tank killers for the team, because the tank will come in and threaten the assassins and the mages. So right now they're struggling at that.
ADCs.
We are looking at several things to help there. Old items that we're thinking of bringing back, and
a Kaival, perhaps, or Toxic Blade. Which blade? What's another great item for ADCs? Oh, Dominance. Dominance could be another one. The spiky spiky ball cudgel looking thing. That one was pretty great for basic attackers.
Also just changes to current items. So
Awesome.
Is the
Buffs.
HUD character role player alignment being re-implemented again this patch? Yes. So this was something that was in the patch when it first shipped, and then we disabled it because we thought that it was one of the root causes of people disappearing from the scoreboards permanently, and we were trying to fix that. And we thought the easiest way to, try and resolve that is to just roll back that feature for the patch. That will be coming back in the next patch because it was not actually the root cause. But once we had taken it out, it was going to be more work to put it back in this patch than, as we were doing other stuff. So it'll be back. Sorry that was
That's
not
why
there,
people
for most
disappeared,
of the
man.
patch, but I think it's.
I thought it was some sussy thing.
I'm excited for it. It's one of the things I really
Just,
wanted. I think it's a
HUD
lot
issue.
easier to understand like role matchups and who you're against. So
Definitely nice for sure.
I think people asked about Rod of Asclepius. I think we said, I think I already said before, and it started a whole thing where I said we want to look at enchanter items.
Yes.
Which caused quite a few people
Wanja?
to
hey,
Wanja.
you're the one who said it. We didn't
Wanja.
make you.
tomorrow enchanter item. No.
I warned you.
Look, I'm fine with it.
Are you going to have mint by tomorrow? Because that's expectation now.
But no, so we want to look at it. We have other things that are coming first, but Asclepius is definitely on the list to look at. I do agree it has problems. So
A couple of mentions about roadmap. Kilgoon, I know you mentioned maybe one soon. I don't even know where you're up to with your roadmaps.
Yeah. It should be not Monday, but probably a week from Monday is my guess, because that'll just be the end point of the previous roadmap. We might just do it might not be a full roadmap because it doesn't really line up with like our next thing starting. And normally I like to do like roadmap tied to kind of an event start.
Sure.
But there'll be at least something
Updates then.
There's some update. I'm not exactly sure how far I'll go, but there'll be something.
So week on Monday, which will be, just for people tuning in later, the 20th of July, probably. Somewhere around
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Because it has to be before the demonstration of the next god or goddess, which in this case is Kukulin, aka Kuchulain, aka Coochie Lane, aka the Coochster, aka the Coochinator.
Titan Talk happened right now.
Yeah,
so it is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Are we even in existence?
It's existential questions.
has Xintian aspect been adjusted since BTS? The aspect, not really.
Was it too
Xintian
good?
himself had several different fixes that I got in though.
Too much
I've
damage?
seen this question come up a couple of times regarding the pro items. We mentioned we were going to focus on like single pro items, but it feels like more multi-pro items got buffed rather than necessarily single ones. Is there a look further, or do we think this is like the step first to go to that? Or?
I think so. I said we're increasing some single prod items. I didn't mean that we are we are specifically trying to specifically look at single prod items.
Right.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
I know how people got that from it.
Gotcha.
We did look at all the protection items, and we wanted to buff some single prod items up to be higher prot than like the omni product, because the omni prods are usually like 20 to 30, right?
Sure.
So we wanted to bring those up like to 50, 60. But a lot of the single prod items that we didn't touch are also extremely powerful active effects. Like Stampede, very, very strong active effect.
Sure.
If we were
Striders?
Regro Striders, same thing. If we were to just push those numbers up,
I'd appreciate it.
it's a little.
I would too. I agree with you, Hindu man. I would definitely appreciate it. We can agree and disagree from time to time, and it be okay. See, chat? You'll be lurking, brother. Yeah, all right. Appreciate it.
Bit spooky. So we are. I mean, I do want there to be like good single product options that you can build into like your lane opponent, right?
Sure.
But I also think we want to. There's other solutions we want to do. So like, I think warriors in particular want items like this, but they want items like this that are also like high damage because they're struggling with clear. And I think them struggling with clear is more to do with minions than it is necessarily their items. So it's like we want to look at stuff like that as well.
Minions are too OP.
So it's the
minions are always too
there's
OP.
a lot of things we're looking at. We can only fit
Especially
so
early
much
game,
into a
man.
2-week window.
Respect the minions.
For sure.
We are kind
Or
of
get
basically
decimated by them.
What we're, I guess, more closely looking at right now is how warriors are feeling like in solo lane, and like their tankiness versus like their lane opponent, and then hunters and how they feel against tanks right now are like the two that we're most looking at right now.
And enchanter stuff we've mentioned as well.
Well, enchanter stuff, yes, but that's I said later.
Later, yeah.
Another story.
We are currently
for another
that's like
day.
Our two sort of focuses now that we've gotten through mages,
Pen
flat
changes,
pen, base stats, and getting some defensive items to be more competitive. Now we want to look at like, okay, warrior solo and carries and how they're feeling right now. So in that specific spot. So yeah, I do think I get where people are coming from on that, but there's more than one solution here, and I'm not sure the correct solution is give a bunch of aggressive hybrid items right now. So
okay,
there's more than one way to skin a cat.
I had one and then I lost it. I'm sorry.
Dang it, Kilgoon.
There were two excellent suggestions here. That we bring back Frostbound Hammer.
Stop.
What can I say? Great minds think alike, as the saying goes. We do, in fact, need Frostbound Hammer back in the game. We also need Flame Forged Hammer back in the game. We also need... What was the rod one then? Pause. Warlock Staff, that one. That one is excellent. I really enjoyed that item.
I'm not doing it.
For a second, I thought you were saying an excellent suggestion, Frostbound Hammer. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
I have unironically brought this up a couple times over the past few weeks. I do think that it is a...
I'm going Hussar's Wings every game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that it is potentially an itemization gap, but it's also one of the most annoying items to play against. So,
it is.
Yeah, they're like, I would rather there's a lot of different like typical bruiser items I would want to bring back before Frostbound Hammer.
I don't think it's like top of the list, but I mean, I think that there are certain gods in certain matchups that need something to help them feel like they need something to help them stick to their targets, right?
For sure.
And right now your option is basically like Fatalis, which
does
that,
it.
but it doesn't really give you any tank stats to go with it. So you're kind of making that trade-off. But yeah, I guess you could also get agility relic if you want to go that direction. But
yeah, you could. Combat blink.
Yeah. Well,
get in there.
I also do not want to buff
Indeed.
Gem of ISO, which I see people saying too.
That's also another one that's just so on the fringe of always dangerous, always frustrating.
Yeah, I think if
Yep, we have Gem of Ice, so why not have Frostbound? It just makes sense, man. Both are cancer, both are toxic, both are fun, both are great. They're love-hate items, right?
have an item that is
it's okay. It's okay to have them in the game. At first, it's gonna seem like everybody is building them because they will. You can be like, "Oh my gosh, this item is so OP, it's so good." That's just the initial wave, though. Afterwards, they're gonna fade into the background after everybody's gotten their dopamine hit. It's gonna go to the back. Not naturally, just like it did in Smite 1. Not that many people are gonna build it.
Nope.
They're gonna go back to doing their usual builds. And then all the upset people will just be quiet. That's it. It's just gonna be the new fun toy to play with, and then in 5 minutes, boom, they'll throw it away. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as they're making it out to be.
Nope.
Personally, in my opinion, I never really saw Frostbound be built that much in Smite 1.
Nope.
I built it because I thought it was fun. I enjoyed playing with it, you know? And that's where it can stay. That's where it can be. And that's fine. So bring it back, man. Bring it back. Telling y'all, it's gonna be a fad. The item is just gonna be a fad. Not that many people are gonna be building it.
Nope.
Very constant slow. It cannot be as strong as other that is a very good utility to be able to do that. So
we know it. You know, I know it. That's why I built it and use it. You know it. That's why you're like, oh, you're so hesitant to bring it because you know how great this item is. That's why we build it. Other people know, though, they're gonna be like, oh wow, this item is great. And then when the new next shiny thing comes, oh hello. And then they're just gonna completely forget about it. That's gonna be the majority of the player pool, in my own humble opinion. What I think it's being blown way out of proportion, and they're making a mountain out of a molehill when in previous times it was never really played that often.
Nope.
Mostly it was used in arena, well, assault maybe, and even less in conquest. Only those that really understood and knew and valued the utility of Frostbound would build it. It wasn't an every day I ever use item.
Nope.
That's just what I think is gonna happen. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. It could take off. People could see and acknowledge. Oh, hello. Did you say acknowledge its greatness? And it could just be used for more than 2 weeks. You know, I could be wrong, and then everybody starts using it for forever from now on. It might be a core item for the majority of players. Although,
Acknowledge me.
That's right. I'm willing to bet that that's least likely to happen, or less likely to happen.
People are asking about echo items, so I think we're still targeting echo items for the next update with Cullen, correct?
Yeah, we want to echo is like one that we want to, after this prot thing, get to. We have some ideas and we had some things planned. We were going to do them this update, but we felt like prot was more important.
Yeah.
I think our echo reworks are still planned for next update, but if we have to move them back, we have to. But if we're doing that, we'd be doing it for like Bruiser Hunter, not for anything else. So
The pushback or the delay.
It's a question about the Wandering Market not leveling up after several hundred levels. I will follow up on that. I had messaged people about that, but I forget what the resolution was. So I will follow up because I want to find out what the resolution was.
Yep.
We almost there. We at 70. 80 is the max rank. We also purchased the Mulan skin and the Nut skin. Pause. Full price. Excuse me. I didn't buy any of the other skins.
I don't know if the flat protection
I'm saving that for you guys.
Dwarven and Freya's will add more to Glad Shield, but I don't think they do.
I think they should.
Okay.
It's the way we were setting up percent pen there, or percent prots there. I'm pretty sure they just never applied to Glad.
But now they should, I want to say.
But I
thought
think
it was
the
like
flats should.
Okay, I thought that when we had talked about this one time, it was like a from items versus from item effects thing, but it was a percent thing versus a flat thing. That makes sense.
Yes, it has to do. Yeah, the way those percentages were set up, because they were increasing the percentage from items, we kept them out of like the from item because otherwise you had like
Infinite.
a whole so they should now. If they don't, we can fix those too. So, like, Glad Shield should be a stronger proc this next patch.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, if you do want to read out these balance notes, they are available. The overview notes are available on Smite Prime. As always, we kind of send it over there so people can see it over the weekend. These are full notes. The full notes come out on a Monday, which you can find on the Smite2.com website.
Money day,
And always
that's
get published
today.
To the Smite 2 wiki as well, so you can check out multiple places to follow up on that information as it comes out. And as always, everything we discussed today, there's chances things may change ever so slightly, not a ton. I always just want to give that disclaimer because now and again things may change.
The forewarning.
I heard Hindu is gatekeeping the release of Fafnir. I have no control over it. However, if I do,
Chatter. Chatter, whoever just said that. Good on you. Good on you, brother. I too have been requesting Fafnir to join the roster. The Fafster. The Fafinator. Fafusi. When will I be able to transform my character into a god, a dragon, and wreak havoc on my enemies? When? Excellent. Excellent comment there, chatter. Great minds think alike.
you know Fafnir is coming, I'm going to demand to wait until the Reddit person runs out of clips. I want to see that message of like, we ran out of clips and then release it the same day. That would.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Nope.
Please don't gatekeep him, Hindu. I want him. We want the Fafster in the game. Don't gatekeep him. No.
Be my goal personally to have that happen. I want to see how many he's got.
What's this Reddit clipper guy? Did he just post Fafnir clips all the time? I would suppose that's the case.
This is more of a theoretical one, but I like questions like this sometimes. How would you feel about breakable items? So when you die, the item breaks.
Oh,
high risk but high reward, and if you die, either that item becomes more expensive or unbuyable. I think we have something like kind of like that with Fire
Interesting.
Giant Dagger, where if you die, it drops.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and we have talked before about like, you know, an item that you could buy or craft or something that, you know, has a similar, you know, rule set. I think that like that's something that we're interested in and could work in the world of, you know, the way Smite 2 works. I think it's like tough to create the right item that feels good with those restrictions.
You could do the ones that were done in Hollow Knight. Fragile Heart, Fragile Greed, and Fragile Strength. Right? Fragile Heart, you get bonus health, or bonus max HP. And when you die, it breaks, boom, it's gone. Right? Fragile Greed, you get bonus gold. And when you die, boom, it's gone. Fragile Strength, you get bonus, we'll say basic attack damage, because you drop that or you reduce that in the latest update. So that could be one way of bringing it back for ADCs, you know? And when they die, boom, it's back. You're back to normal. Or you guys can figure out which stats you want to include and incorporate into those fragile items, right? That was just an example that I'm using. I'm providing. So, pretty sure you guys can concoct something better or a lot more refined than my initial thought. Oh, y'all can just take that and then refine it further. Hey, I'll take some royalties.
It sounds fun now.
It sounds fun.
Like that's such a, it's like an OG Doom orb almost. Is kind of how I feel about it. You get all those stacks and you lose them if you die. You know.
Yeah, it's a very difficult thing to do in Smite, because generally characters are closer to even than you get in, like, I think this comes from like Dota. I think Dota has an item that you can pick up.
Divine Rapier?
Maybe that's what it's called.
Someone on Chalice hand.
I want to say Divine Rapier is the name of it, but basically you
Chat
buy
knows
it,
everything.
It's like
Chat
an
knows
insane
all.
stat boost, but if you die, you drop it and you lose everything. But Dota's also a very slow game. And when you get ahead, you get very ahead. So like your risk versus reward is slanted towards you a lot.
Sure.
It's much harder to do that in Smite with like something you buy. We have thought about doing it.
Sure.
It's like
I mean, it sounds great. Like you buy a 3K item that's really luxury, and then you get it, your second item. But then if you die, then that's gone, and you're just 3K down the whole game. Then,
Yep.
Yeah.
In some regard. And then imagine if like the enemy could pick it up or something like that. Then you're like, oh, there's
Oh my
3K up. It's crazy.
It feels like
Oh my gosh, that would be wild. That would be crazy. Nah, I prefer like the fragile. I like the system that they had it in Hollow Knight. Fragile, strength, greed, and heart. That's a great format right there. That you guys could take the reins out and run with it. You know.
it's just very hard to get it feeling good, right?
Sure.
So we have talked about it. Like I don't think anything's off the table on something like that for sure, but
We're gonna get picked.
Maybe if you make it. Yeah, see if it's 3K, then that'll be for late game. It's leaning towards late game. I think it would be better like early to mid game. So price it like what 2,500, and then if they want to buy it and use it early, they can try. And then if once it breaks, it breaks, right? Because it's fragile. And boom, you lose all that bonus. That way, and then you'll lose the gold, right? Because if you make it 3K and they buy it super early, it's like, ooh, that's gonna feel too bad. It's like, damn, I'm down 3K forever now. I bought this thinking that I was gonna pop off. I didn't, and now I just cost the game. You know, so it wouldn't be that rewardy if you make it a high luxury item for early game. Oh no, they'd have to. It takes further discussion for sure. We'd have to go for what, at least 2 hours debating this or discussing this to get all the thoughts out and then sort it out. Yeah, it'd be a great show to watch.
Bitches about those sort of items now for the next couple of weeks. But
True.
I do like that.
I think when I mentioned enchanters, it like spawned like 4 videos that
I saw the day
A brainstorming session.
of.
and it spawned feedback in like our internal channels. It spawned feedback in from our ambassadors. It spawned a video. It spawned like a whole PowerPoint, and I'm like, man,
Damn.
I said it was gonna be a while.
It's not.
By the
It's
time
not
I get
tomorrow.
to it, these are gonna be older.
A while in most of our fans' minds and the viewers' minds is next
2 days.
update. Next update.
Yeah.
It should be there.
Oh man. So, talk about 90 days at least.
Is Totem of Death gone forever? I don't know. Forever is a long time. I think that we felt like with the current suite of mage items, it wasn't necessarily a good fit the way it currently is implemented. But you know,
It's definitely not coming back as it was. I think we're pretty on board with. We don't want it to exist with the current percent pen setups.
That'd be way too much, man.
But I think it'll probably come back. It's just not as its old self, I guess.
Not a piercing item. It'd be different. Maybe they lean on to the death part.
Make it Totem of Frostbound Hammer. Oh, why? Why did?
Yes. Yes, Chatter. Way to go. Totem of Frostbound Hammer. Keeping the train line going. Way to go.
You do this.
Only if when you die, you lose it.
I know.
You can have Frostbound Hammer, but it dies. Like,
Oh
you
yeah, that's
lose
the item. We bring back Frostbound Hammer, but if you ever die, you give it to the enemy.
No, it's corrupted when you die, and then it slows you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hindu coming up with some crazy ideas. Wild, man. See, this is why I want to have a brainstorming session with these guys and see all this play out. It'd be fun to watch. I'm just saying, it'd be quite entertaining, at least for me. I don't know about you guys. I think it would be for y'all too.
You get to
For
feel
the
how bad
whole
it
game
is.
too, and you're like, how does that feel?
Every time other people hit you, yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm done.
Tell us how you really feel, Hindu man, huh? Because I'm starting to think that you might not like Frostbound Hammer.
Nope.
I feel like there's a way to make it work. I'm not sure what it is.
Corrupted Frostbound sounds amazing to me now. Oh, you want to slow people? Yeah. Don't die then.
Don't die then. But that's just gonna feel awful. Like once you do die, you're gonna die. That's a given. And you could get targeted easily by the enemies if they see that you have Frostbound. More so for streamers. Like people will be joining games just to grief them and trigger the corrupted Frostbound Hammer. So now they're permanently slowed throughout the whole game. Oh, that's gonna be cancer. Pure extreme toxicity.
Is Mastery 8 the halfway point to Mastery 10? So I don't know if that's exactly the math. I don't remember the breakpoints off the top of my head. But we did intentionally change the reward breakpoints in Smite 2 versus Smite 1. In Smite 1, it was more slower. Or it's the same number of worshippers from 1 to 10 as it is in Smite 2. But you got through the early levels slower. We wanted to make it so that you got through the early mastery levels faster in Smite 2 because we wanted to make sure that like if you were buying the Ascension passes, you felt like you were getting value out of them and you were getting enough rewards out of them, even if you didn't get to the final reward right away. Whereas in Smite 1, it would have taken you a really long time to get to Mastery Level 5 even. You know?
Yep.
So we want to make sure that there was a decent amount of time to get to a good amount of the rewards. But we didn't want to change the amount of time that it took to get from 1 to 10 overall because people are very familiar with that number of worshippers and the way that felt in Smite 1. So we wanted to make that pretty similar. So that was why we made the change.
Definitely noticeable. I'm like 1 and then I'm already at 3. Like what? In just a few games, like huh? That was fast. And then once you get to 5, it tapers down, you know. So it is definitely noticeable. I like that change. It feels a lot better to rank up your gods, your characters in Smite 2 than in Smite 1.
I've seen the note about Aspect Guan and his scaling on adaptive stats. I'll mention it to the team and drop it in the channel. See if the team can take a look. I know there's a default of like whatever they were, but I know Aspect can be different in certain forms, so.
Is it higher or lower? I would say lower.
Why have the design philosophy on executioner being adaptive is that mage basic attackers could use the same effect. In Smite 1, they had the same thing. It was just a different item. It was demonic ring. Grip.
Yeah.
Was it grip or was it?
Kind.
No, demonic grip is. I'm dumb.
Or demonic ring.
That's a lifesteal item. I can't remember the name. It was one of the rings.
One of the rings, right?
Kind.
But
I missed the start of the conversation. So I'm just coming here in
the
ring.
executioner mage item,
mage...
something ring. I thought it was demonic ring or something. I don't remember.
Grip.
The grip is demonic grip.
Was it demonic grip?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
Pretty sure.
Okay.
But anyway, so
then.
They had demonic grip before. When we went to Smite 2, because everybody has access to every item, it didn't seem like we should make 2 separate items.
It was redundant.
So
to do that.
could just adaptive stat them. So
I see the logic.
I think when you have 2 items that are functionally the same.
Yeah, apart from one's got int and
It's
one's
just-
got
Yeah, it's
strength
just
where you can
better
do adaptive.
to just
It's
throw them into an adaptive and
That's
pick
fair.
one of them.
It's
We could have
redundant to
picked
do
Demonic
that
Grip
at that
and not
point.
done Executioner, but
I think we felt like Executioner was the more well-known one.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's more known, but what if we just switched it? What if we just turned off Executioner to put Demonic Grip, and just changed the name?
look, I'm happy. I remember Demonic Grip was the name.
Yeah.
initially, 'cause I have not bought that item in so long.
I was playing a
Mhm.
couple Smite 1 games the other day just because I was looking at a few things, and I haven't played much Smite 1 recently, and I accidentally queued into normally I just play like bot games because I'm looking at something specific, and I accidentally queued into a real game and I dominated. So you know,
Okay.
you know, still got it. Is all I'm saying.
All right, let's go. Great job, Kogu. Still got the skills.
No, when I'm playing Smite 1, it's always like I'm researching random
Yeah,
things,
exactly,
and
yeah.
like it's usually the last time I had to like research mage basic attacks is forever.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't remember. I remember Telkine's ring.
Yeah.
I remember that one, yeah.
The proc one, and that's about it. That's
Yeah.
all I remember about their build now.
There was Cyclopean Ring.
Yep.
I do not remember that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Demonic
That
Grip
was
and
like the
Demonic
percent
Ring.
health
Ring
damage
of
one.
Kate.
Yeah, Ring of Kate.
Hecate's Ring, yep.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm
Hecate,
cheating. I'm on the
you mean?
wiki now because I was checking Demonic Grip stats just out of interest in myself.
Who did I play? That
Yeah,
was
who did you play?
That was a Kakalin game.
It was
'Cause
Whale,
We just
right?
have Kakalin coming up, and there was
he's
it's been a while since I
testing.
played him in Smite 1, and we were talking about some field stuff in Smite 2, and I was just
Yeah.
wanted to play him again in Smite 1 and get a feel for him.
Mm-hmm. He
And I also
probably
played
went
a
like
game
21 and
specifically using
2.
Frostbound because I wanted to.
Oh,
see how-
enjoy
not
that
as
experience.
Kakalin,
Yeah.
just as a random different god that I knew built Frostbound. It was like versus bots, so it wasn't like a. But I was just like,
Gotcha.
I was just like, man, Frostbound. I gotta.
I love this.
One day,
It's so good.
Stick to him so easily. Oh, they can never get away from me. This is great.
one day,
Yes.
Hogan's just gonna be like, "You're putting Frostbite in the game."
No, I don't do that.
One day.
Like, I don't know. I feel
I
like
know.
I don't think I've ever
joking,
seen you.
but-
Like, you've never forced, from what I've seen. Like you've suggested stuff like everybody does. I
Yeah.
feel like in
Yeah.
a discussion, but I've never seen anything forced.
Yeah,
for
I think
sure.
that like
I'm not. I wasn't.
If that
I'm
comes
not
back,
being
I
serious.
want sprint back.
He's like, Caps, come here. You will add Frostbound Hammer to the game in the next update. Okay? But Kilgoon, I don't think it's... You will add Frostbound Hammer to the game in the next update. I have some concern. You will add Frostbound Hammer to the game in the next update. Something akin to Kylian Dictador. Kylian the Dictator. Kylian Mbappe. Oh man, that'd be funny. Nah, he doesn't seem to be that kind of a tyrant or a dictator, as some would say. He's chill. This is just for jokes, gentlemen. This is just for jokes and some laughs. For entertainment purposes only.
If that comes back, I want sprint.
but
Back.
we have Stampede. It's the same thing.
You got Gem of Ice, so it's the same thing.
Oh, Hindu man. No, it's not the same thing.
Nope.
Because Gem of ISO is for abilities, while Frostbound is for basic attacks. My man. They're different. I think the application is different too. The duration might be the same, but the strength of the slow is different. I think. Don't quote me on it.
Nope.
All right, don't hold me to that. The application is different. It makes them different. You saying they're the same because they apply a slow to the enemies. That's it. He was like, "Woo." that was fucking funny, man. Oh,
Yeah, I think that like
I'm not. I wasn't.
If that
I'm
comes
not
back,
being serious.
I want sprint back. If that
sprint. I'm actually in agreement. We also need curse. Why don't we have curse in the game? That'd be another way of anti-heal and slows. Sprint, it just nullifies, slows, cleanses. Hello. Yeah, I'm not in disagreement here, Hindu.
Nope.
I'm siding with you. I'm also siding with Kilgoon, which makes me in my own island.
Comes back, I want sprint.
But
back.
we have Stampede. It's the same thing.
You got Gem of Ice, so it's the same thing.
Oh my gosh. It's like two little children, two brothers fighting each other. Like the older brother versus the younger brother. Woo. You got Stampede. It's the same thing. Reply. Well, you got Gem of Ice, so it's the same thing. Oh, that was a great interaction, man.
Yeah, I think that like
I wasn't.
If that
I'm
comes
not
back, I
being
want
serious.
sprint back. If that
Yep, this is why we watch this show, man. This is why I love watching these shows. Give them a round of applause and an epic win. Freaking hilarious. You can't get this type of interaction with a screen to screen.
Nope.
You can't get it, man. It's a human to human connection and interaction is definitely the way to go. One more time, man. It was so great.
comes back, I want sprint.
But
back.
we have Stampede. It's the same thing.
You got Gem of Ice, so it's the same thing.
Oh man, that's funny. I love that interaction. That was glorious. It was great. I'm glad I'm watching this.
Okay, sure.
Listen, I'm going to be doing that defensive, like, no.
Okay.
Sure, just buy Gem of ISO.
I don't, like, even
Easy.
Stampede doesn't even cleanse it either, right? I just get a movement speed. I still get slowed.
That's true. Sprint did cleanse it. It did cleanse all slows. Right? So Sprint would be a great item to have back in the game. So would be Tainted Plate. Do we have that? No, I don't think so. We need Tainted Plate as a starter item back in the game. And also Frostbound as well.
I'm sorry that I started this Frostbound.
This is, by the way, just to be clear, this isn't a normal discussion amongst the team.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like this behind the doors. But what are you talking about? It's just for the sake of being on there.
Yeah, we're just being silly.
For entertainment purposes only. I understand it. I'm here for it.
So someone mentioned as well, Kev, this is kind of a question more directed to you, I guess. Since warriors are supposed to be bruisers, how about instead of buffing bruiser items, we buff their base damage to help them fill their role and make guardians more CC based?
I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess, but it's like role items are generally easier to target when you're trying to target a whole role as opposed to buffing all of their abilities, because
individually,
say we want to go change items later, you're now changing it based off of a bunch of buffed abilities. Like if you're looking for a role, it's better to usually focus on what that role is dealing with, right? Not sometimes you just have to individually go in and
sure
buff everything, but
one role versus a plethora of characters and abilities. Which is the most time efficient one? Which is the most tedious one? I think you all can answer that question yourselves as well.
Yeah, no,
I guess at the same time as like you buff the base stats of the damage they're doing, you're gonna have to nerf the scaling of these as well, which can impact them elsewhere and doing more than just that one role.
And part of our base stats change where warriors are all pretty high health now as opposed to any mage or assassin, really.
Makes sense.
I think there's like one or two that have decent health, but so like they should already have a little bit of advantage. Also, we're adding regen back to the lane, which should help them a little bit. I think we want to keep looking at things like that, because that is one of the things that like when we were looking at prod items, I was like, oh, we're missing a lot of this. Is regen just existed a lot more liberally in Smite 1. And like
willy-nilly.
Like even Smite 2, there was more HPS before, and a lot of it's been reduced out. We
and
don't
mana
really have
regen
a component for HPS either. So like there's
Sash, right?
it's like I was looking at a bunch of things and I'm like, we don't have, like, we have Olmec Blue and that's about it. So like
literally it.
I'm looking into things like that, but I think there's a lot of reasons that bruisers are struggling right now that we can address a whole bunch of them. So, but I think tank items also affect bruisers, so we
Mm-hmm.
kind of have to see where tank items put them right now. So
That's true. They double dip into that.
Do we think Smite 2 is harder to balance because of uncapped stats and 7 items instead of in the past where it's basically boots plus 5 items?
My answer is no.
Yeah, I don't think it really makes too much difference.
I'm only saying that no flat because like Smite 1 was really complex. Like that game was out for 10 years. Even 10 years plus, and even after 10 years plus, there was complaints about balance. Like there was metas where people felt things were balanced for a second, but then things shifted ever so slightly. Perfectly balancing a MOBA is very, very difficult. I agree with the community of Smite 2 with the extra item slot. Sure, there's going to be a little bit more available, but I don't think that really swings the needle massively one way or another. That's why it's not as easy to balance, in my opinion. Things in the same spot.
yeah, I don't think it makes like a meaningful difference in terms of like because I think it is just hard to do.
Sure,
just
sure,
period.
100%. Yeah.
Like I think it's very easy. I think when you're like any game you're playing, I don't even think it's just MOBAs or just like.
Oh, true.
Just balance in general seems difficult to me. I'm not even a programmer or a developer.
Nope.
This is beyond me. Just from first glance at all the stuff that they talk about, like, oh man, there's things that I've seen, like, ooh, that does not seem easy to do, brother.
Nope.
So just in general, balancing overall is always going to be hard. At least that's the entry point. There's no easy medium. It's just hard. Bam, off rip. You starting hard, and then it just goes harder. Then hard becomes like you're easy, and then the harder things become harder and more harder. You know, that's what it seems like to me.
A fighting game, it's wild. There's so much to do. Like imagine like any competitive game. It's just going to be a lot of different tuning, and you're trying to get people to get closer and closer to the middle. But sometimes the outlier needs to exist because they just take more effort and skill than something that doesn't, right?
Yep.
And like I think right now,
Like a bell
Giannis
curve.
is a good example. Giannis is a lot of people are very upset that I didn't nerf Giannis yet. At like high levels of play. Giannis, even at high level of play right now, is like below 50%.
Yeah, and Masters Plus, he's
like, yeah, like we're talking like top of the game.
Yeah,
he's still not winning.
It's either you're a cracked out monster with him, incredibly great, or you're just dookie. There's no middle with Janice. There's just, you're really great, or you're horrible. That's it. And his face says it all. Kilgoon, he's like, yep. He's that outlier.
All more than 50%.
Right.
Like he's still pretty low, but he's.
It's the impact he's having in those games.
The impact he's having, and there's
feeling.
some people that are very good at him.
Perception.
So it's one of those things where it's like it's overall it's just going to be difficult. And I think adding an extra item slot doesn't really change all that much because I mean, really, we could just bring all the power down if we had to or if we wanted to.
Instead of adding an extra item slot, make it a fragile item slot. Oh, hello? Hello? And once you die, it's gone. You don't get it back.
Nope.
Raw? Hello? Whatever item is there, gone. I'm cooking, man. Is that a great idea, or is that a great idea, chat? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm cooking. I thought that was great. Holy moly. Instead of adding a whole item and making them the fragile, make the slot the fragile slot. That's great. I need to hit the restroom now. I'll be right back. BRB. We back. And to make it even more interesting is that you can make the fragile item slot purchasable at any point during the game. Right? What will be the cost? You can only purchase it once, right? Purchase the fragile item slot once. Make it purchasable at any point during the game. And make the price be, let's see. It's going to have to be a luxury priced point. Because it's going to be allowing you to choose any item you want in the game. Right? And you can use its full effects. So, pricing it at a luxury price point, I believe, would be justification for that. You can maybe even make it higher than Hussar's Wings. What's that, 37 right now? Make it 4,000. Now, 4,000 might be too much, so you can go anywhere from 37.50 or higher, right? Because you can buy it at any point. You can use any item you want. You can only buy it once. And once you die, it breaks. You lose that item, you lose that slot, you can't get it back.
Nope.
So, having it priced, at the very least, match it to Hussar's Wings, the highest priced item in the game. I would say and argue that it needs to be priced higher for what it can provide. That's just me, though. You guys can discuss that amongst yourselves and come to a more concrete conclusion. I'll just take recognition and some royalties, all right, from you guys. There, you're welcome.
So, like, and just proportionally to 7, like, as opposed to 6. So, you'd be balancing the exact same thing.
And to continue the conversation a little bit more, I don't think there's anything like with Smite 2 coming out, there was changes made to the game of like the difference between Smite 1 and Smite 2. There's similar problems in Smite 2 that were going to exist whatever happens because it's a mode of itemization balance and stuff. But additionally, we also made changes of like adding more active items now and removing relics, and that has obviously knock-on effects that everybody playing the game is gonna feel. But we're trying to find additional balance points. However, in a weird way, I've seen it discussed before of like there's more knobs for us to turn in some regard, which is very useful. Of like, the more buttons you can adjust to try and scale things down and up gives you more power rather than limitations of only just the one knob of turn it up, turn it down.
Yeah, also just everybody playing the game has a different idea of what would be
completely
balanced.
true. Completely true. I don't think I've met anybody that has agreed with my sentiment of what's balanced in Smite.
Yep. There's the propagandists that are against frontliners, supports, and tanks. There's also the propagandists that are against ADCs and junglers, healers, enchanters, and warriors. There's propagandists everywhere.
Too. And I don't think anybody has ever met anybody that goes, you know what, everything you say that comes out of your mouth is perfectly true, and I agree.
Yeah, I think when you like play a game, it's very easy to be like, look, all the top level players are saying this, but also like if you back when we had like a pro circuit and a pro Discord,
but F all the top players. I'm not them.
Nope.
I'm not no top player.
Nope.
I'm out here in the casual trenches, casual and occasional here. I don't care what they say. I mean, I'll take their input into consideration since they're up higher in the ladder in terms of experience and skill and knowledge, But I'm not gonna take their word as gospel and like that's the final say.
Nope.
Nah.
If you looked at the discussions that happened in there, they were all disagreeing. They all disagreed on everything.
That was also role-based. It was also team composition-based of what kind of playstyles they used
also,
to like to play.
like, if they mained a character, and they did, I'm not even saying they consciously did this. Like, subconsciously, you go, I really like Oelix.
Yeah.
I know everything about this character. I think they're weak right now for these reasons. And it's like, well, they don't seem to be doing bad. They're doing okay. They're not even not being picked right now. But it's like, if we do all the suggestions you have, suddenly they're really insane. It's very good for your team.
For sure.
So, like,
well, Sonic the Hedgehog is like exposing secrets. No, this is this is everywhere. Whenever you talk to the community, if you read a Reddit thread about anything to do with the game balance, you will see conversations that disagree and agree with opinions or expect it to be slightly different than what someone's suggesting.
Yeah.
But in the same train of thought, everyone has their own personal view.
Even just as a player, you can see it on like just any community site, right? Like you go to Twitter and what people are saying about balance there, and what on Reddit and what people are saying about balance there, and you'll find people arguing
different
in all
stories
those
for
threads
sure
with each other.
Yeah, even in chat, right? Like we've had,
even chat.
There was a period of time where we had a couple people that were asking for Mulan buffs every day, right? And Mulan was like one of the highest winning characters in the game at that time at all skill levels, and it's like I can't buff Mulan more. She's good.
You mentioned Frostbound Hammer, and half the chat was like Frostbound, and then half the chat was like, thank you for not buying.
Facts. Yep, that's true.
Don't fall for that bait. Yeah.
don't fall for that bait. Hindu, he's strongly against the Frostbound. No, Hindu. Thought we were of one accord there. We're not though. No.
Nope.
We must part ways here, Hindu man.
I'm just saying, like, anywhere you look, and it's not unique to like, I'm looking at Reddit, so Reddit is always a cesspool of like whatever.
Reddit, there's YouTube
or, like,
comments, there's plenty.
You're looking at Twitter. Twitter's a hell
everywhere.
site. Nobody
just look around.
I know people will like meme that way, but it happens everywhere, at every level. Like you get 10 pros on different teams together, put them all on a spot, and they're all going to disagree.
I'm not going to lie, a long time ago, we used to look at the 4chan channels. Like back in Season 4, I definitely scanned 4chan looking at Smite comments regarding the state of the game and balance points of view. It's so crazy that you find it from everybody. Everyone's got a different viewpoint. But that makes the game fun in my eyes at the same time as frustrating.
Yeah, and part of the...
going to be frustrating times, but it's fun because there's always going to be change and it's never going to be perfect. But it's like a roguelike. You know? It's a roguelike. Literally, you go in every game, your god's there, he might be changed slightly, you got to build different items, but you play the same game.
Yeah, and the struggle is, like, anything you do is going to make somebody else upset about it, right? Like,
correct.
And, like, there's even...
Well, I love the game.
Like, looking at roles, right? Like, I'm sure several, like, people were very not happy with mages this last couple of patches.
Sure.
But...
Hydrate up.
There's a bunch of mages that are like, I finally have my burst.
Finally, I feel free. This is the first time. I've seen these messages.
There's almost certainly hunters that are
The shackles that bind me have been removed. I am now free to burst down every Mickey Ficky character in this arena, known as the battleground of the gods. Might who?
like they only care about mages. They never care about us. Like that kind of and like I get it. I see it and I'm like, I get what you're thinking.
They're frontliners, they only care about DPS,
right? It's ours.
Not frontliners.
It's one of those, we have to parse all of that, come out with what we think is the best for what we're aiming for. And
that's what it was at least at the beginning.
And by best aiming for is like short term and long term as well, which I think is the other knock on effect, because I feel like the pen changes when it last update and everyone was like, why are we giving them more nukes? What the hell's going on? We don't feel that tanky. Like, you know, the time to kills too. But then the tank stuff comes in. Now we're like, well, are we going to be too tanky now? What's the next step? And it's like, well, Hunt's on the list too. So there is a method to it in a weird way. And that method can change. Let's be honest. Because there is times where we're like, okay, we are going to pivot away from this and have to adjust, but it's part of the job.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, like part of the reason that like this patch is more meant to be, hey, whatever you're building, you're going to feel tankier now, as opposed to you have this very specific build that you build every time, and that's the only way you can feel tanky in Smite. Like, part of the reason is that we're spreading the protections out so that somebody who is not super well informed or is, like, following some random guide that's old or, like,
the new player
fully up in the meta what they're building is still going to feel tanky. Like that's part of why we're making these changes. Is
And the ignorance.
if you are building items in
don't
the tank
read
tab,
or
you should
watch
probably feel tankier.
these information shows.
Yeah.
Rather than like I have to build these items and then build these percent items to specifically play off of
I
it
got Freya's
to be
Tears because it had, you know, magical and physical protections on it, but I'm not really getting anything because I've got no other.
and it's like the goal wasn't, oh, let's make everybody tankier. It's like if you build tanky, you should feel tanky. We want all the items to contribute to that, not just like a couple. So we didn't
And it took what 11 years for us to get to this point. We're here though, or we will be here. Finally. The first step was them adding the new stats. Right? Here is now another.
want to make people way tankier this patch. That wasn't the idea. The idea was tanks are feeling generally okay when they build the right things, and we want to make it so that there are more right things to build.
For sure.
Along that path. So
Hunters in Smite 1 had Shadow Steel Shuriken, Toxic Blade, Envenomed Executioner, etc. for anti-heal options. Hunters in Smite 2 have nothing of the sort. Can we please get an item to fill this niche?
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Again,
this show's live, so sometimes people don't listen to the show, tune in for the first time. But yeah, there is a look at that. We don't have a timeline on it just yet. But it's been looked at.
We've looked at anti-heal Hunter specifically. We've looked at anti-heal Hunter. We've looked at just what pen items we can bring back, where we can put pen for them that isn't super attractive to every role, that kind of thing.
All right, you guys are about to watch 180 seconds of ads. Don't forget you can use your Prime sub to skip through them.
Thank you, former President Houseplant.
There's a lot of talk about it, but it is like we can't. There's an amount of time we have, right? Realistically, we do have 2 weeks.
2
to
weeks.
get things done.
2 weeks.
A fortnight.
Alongside a bunch of other things that we're doing, alongside God ports, alongside the bigger other balance changes we're doing. So, what we can fit isn't always everything. I would love to be able to hit all of it with Echo and Enchanters and Hunters.
Give you 2 months, right? And then you'll do one mega patch.
Yeah, like we could update less frequently with bigger patches.
Yeah.
Or we could continue down our current path, which is we update every 2 weeks. Like, you know, the train stays on the tracks. We stop at the station on time. Except for once we were late one patch because of a certification issue.
We did.
But normally we're on time.
The Atlas
we
one.
ship a new god, and we have as much additional stuff as we can get into the update, right?
Yeah.
And I think that we feel like for this stage of the game, the better thing to do is to just update as frequently as we can.
Keep going, man.
Get as much in every 2 weeks as we can and consistently make the game better rather than try and wait and create bigger moments around, oh, look at all this stuff we've done. It's like, no, we're just going to make it better as quickly as we can, and we're going to keep going. So
I'm with it. Why? I've seen this. Why design hard cap stats versus DR like prots? I don't think we've hard capped that many stats. It's really only the new stats.
Dampening and plating.
And damp.
And I think pen, if it's a DR stat, feels much worse. Also, there just comes a point where you need to not have full pen. So that's one of those ones that, like, while we were implementing it, it was like, this is probably just, we cannot have it be uncapped. But yeah, I think for the most part we're keeping no caps on things.
I think there's like plating and tenacity, and you know they all have a cap, but I don't even.
Well, if you could get 100 plating,
there's a hard cap.
There's a way to what?
Is there a hard cap on plating?
Yeah, because if you could get 100 plating, you just would take 0 damage. But because it's a percentage increase to defense, and we could maybe DR that through like a giant complicated formula, but I'd rather just not introduce more of those.
Just put 10 plating on all the defense items. So that'll work out. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I don't want to just make caps on every stat, but there are some stats where if we want to make like a percentage
is necessary
reduction, it probably needs to be capped. That's
just the natural way in order of it. How the things work and interact. I accept it. What else you got, chat?
Is Baba Yaga considered a pet AI god? Yes, her house is a pet. So
Yep.
she is in that same class as the other.
Her chicken
pet
leg
AI
house.
gods.
Yep.
Baba Yaga. Not John Wick.
Nope.
Actual Baba Yaga. Old decrepit lady.
Does Aspect Xingtian not have a passive? Spite is just a resource for the ult. Yes. You get Spite. That's all it is.
Right.
I took out the HP 5 and max health, and that's just what it is.
Yep. Just can you imagine and we gave it spite. We just left it as it was and we gave it spite.
It's the same. You earn it the same ways, but so it's in the passive. But I did not want that version of Xingtian having a bunch of sustain.
Yep.
Is what it came down to.
Yep.
Nope.
Are the directed taunts
That'd be
going
way
to
too
be
OP.
updated per new ported god? I know we're doing directed taunts. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's part of the plan, but I would assume
there may be one or two that maybe
Yeah.
slip through, but it's not. The intention is to introduce them.
Yep.
Yeah.
The direct taunts between characters. Can't wait till that gets here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how people actually feel about the aspect when it goes live, because
That's on Friday.
I think the initial reaction is not necessarily lined up with what we felt. It does a lot of damage.
Are people saying it's weak right now? Is that what the?
I think people.
I think people think it's going to be weak.
Okay.
I don't know if they.
Everyone said Bastet was weak on PTS too, right?
They did.
Yeah. Just want to put that out there.
Yep.
The
She's
feedback
about
was
to where her launch.
she's weak on
numbers were.
PTS, and then we've nerfed her 3 patches in a row since. Yeah.
But
Weak, huh? Yep. Oh boy. He's too weak. Oh. Great on pointing that out, Hindu. Great on pointing that out.
yeah,
I'm just going off facts here. I'm just going off the data. Of what's
Mhm.
so.
I think it's just
Let them know
my
what's what.
scaling ability right now. It's I think it scales 30% now, every tick, and it can tick up to like 13, 14 times. So
That's a lot.
Yeah. If you can get it off completely, it's going to do a lot. I do think people will find ways to deal with the Jing 10 and nullify it. Obviously, it can technically be cancelled during the ultimate. It's not CC immune the whole time.
Yeah.
But you've got to really play around it and plan for it, and you're not going to see that every single game. So we'll see.
I saw somebody say that they can cancel and use Bumpus Hammer. That's got taken out. So you can't do that anymore.
We fix things.
Got
I'm
him.
glad they said it in chat, 'cause if we didn't do it, you could have fixed it hopefully before
Well,
it came
yeah,
out.
I
So
could
it
have.
would've been
I could have put it in a hotfix. Now you'll never know. Maybe I didn't fix it, and I'm fixing it before it goes live. No, but I took that out because I didn't want the people to just be constantly canceling their ult. So
Well, it is 2:00, which
already.
means it's time for
One more question. I got it. Way to go, Caps. You were on cue, brother. Let's go.
he gave me a
contact.
stare down.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
They're like, hint, hint. Don't miss it, Cap. Don't miss it.
Nope.
We're letting you know here. At the end of this sentence, you gotta say the thing.
well, the funny thing is, Kilgu looked at you too and was staring at you the same way too, and I'm
Yep.
like, is he going to do it?
Oh, no.
Is he
Is
going
he
to
gonna
listening? I'm talking slower, intentionally.
Yep.
Great work, Caps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, pick your questions, gentlemen.
I don't think I have a favorite god and role anymore. I don't know if I can answer that.
Yeah, I feel like we just play so much nowadays because we're always working on the next thing. It's like
It's changed over the lifetime of Smite, even
Yeah.
in Smite 1. Like, I guess I'll go with that question. It'll just be like what I played over time.
Yeah.
Which was like initially it was Vamana,
Okay.
and then it became Hell.
Listen,
And then,
listen to this list of gods. Vamana, hell, go on. Afro's on that list somewhere too. So
Afro, I technically played to like rank 10, but I don't think she was ever my main or like anything. People call me like an
I always
Afro
think of
main.
you as an Afro
I don't
player.
know why.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I didn't play that much Afro.
I've seen it internally too much.
Yeah,
That's how
it's
this
too
one is.
good.
I'm like, ugh.
I think it's because like I played Afro a lot in like early like when she first released in like the Shadow Q days. Like I used to play her a lot then, and I was like in the top ranked games then playing Afro.
Gotcha.
Damn, nice.
But now, like I don't know. I never like really thought of myself as an Afro player. People are gonna hate me, but Nox was one.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yo, when are we getting Nox in the game too? Hashtag bring back Nox tomorrow. Who's with me, chat? Let me know in the comments below if you want Nox back. Or if you don't.
For a very long time.
I hate the show.
The both of them. The both of them. Like Caps. See the Undertaker. You were playing Nox? You dirty, filthy Nox player. You can see it on their faces, man. Oh, it's great.
I liked old Nox and new Nox.
Vermana Hell Nox.
Oh man, he's bagging on him for his god selection. What was old Nox? I don't even know.
Nope.
I didn't play old Nox.
Nope.
I played new Nox, the new one. I don't recall ever seeing OG Nox.
I'll deal with the Vermana, you know.
Well,
which
Vermana-
version of Vermana out of
considering-
interest? Was it
I
the
played
Frostbound Hammer Fatalis Vermana?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the best combo, man. Best combo in the game. Ever in the history of Smite game. Frosted Fatalis combo for the win. It could work with any character against any character. The good old days. The good old days.
Vermana?
No, it
chance?
was like
With Sprint?
early Smite.
Oh, when it-
Vermana.
Yep. Sprint and 10% CR Shogun's Kusari.
When you could sprint during all?
Yeah.
that time?
Well, it was like early beta. Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you filthy Vermana player." Look at the look he wants to say. He wants to say some strongly worded words to Caps.
Yeah, it was,
He's holding
It was a
back.
great time. Yeah.
he was like my first main.
At least he
And
could
yet you're opposed
I
to
played
Frostbound
mid
in Smite 2.
Vermana, okay?
No,
I
no,
played-
Uh-huh. Excellent point there, Kilgoon. Well. Looky here, Caps. I smell a hypocrite.
So fun.
Mid Vermana. What was it called back then? Mystical Mark Vermana.
Yes.
And
Mystical
then,
Mark.
and then for a while I was known as like the support Naja player. So I don't know. And
Those
then
good times.
there was a time where I was maining Nuwa like only, and then there was like a time where I was Neath for a while. But yeah, it's changed like over time. I don't know. I've kind of played.
The more you play the game, the more you're going to adapt and play more roles
Yeah,
and have
that's the
specific-
natural
Like
progression.
nowadays, I play
believe.
just kind of whatever. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
I kind of like quite a few characters at once, and I don't know if there's any that I'm like, I must slam this character.
Yeah, once you play the entire roster, you're like, I'm fine with any character. I have my preferences, of course, naturally. You'll pick these more. It won't matter, though, if like you go in Assault. I can play this character. I can play that character. I'll play whoever.
Yeah.
So
It was a great show, man. Thumbs up. Hit a thumbs up for you for the show as well.
I guess I gotta
man.
pick a question.
If you're a sentient human being, strike that like button.
Favorite niche item I saw as a question.
Stampede
What's yours, Kilgoon? Do you have one?
right now.
I'm gonna say my least favorite is Jade Scepter, because We have somebody who always builds it in playtests and uses it very well and drives me
Chuck.
crazy with it.
They know Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck builds Jade Scepter. It doesn't matter what he's playing, he builds Jade Scepter.
And sometimes he pulls off some
He
amazing
does
tricks.
insane plays with it. It's just like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I never see it in like a live game.
I thought that was Arthur more than Chuck. I think
No, Chuck
No,
builds,
no. Arthur adopted it. After
Yeah.
Chuck. Yeah.
But like,
Chuck does Pigstone.
he does.
He
do
buys
Pigstone a
Cersei's
lot.
Hexstone
Yeah.
and then shouts Pigstone all the time.
Stone.
He was so excited in a playtest this week because he was playing Cucullin and he pigged while his transform was happening, and he got stuck as a pig for like the rest of the game.
Ulting is like basically what looked like Tusky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Oh,
"This is the greatest day of my life. I'm a piggy." He was having so much fun. We have fixed that, so apologies. You know, people do that a lot.
No! I want to be a giant pig for the rest of the game and just tusk people down. Oh, man. At least show us. Did you record? Please post that on the Al Gore's internet. I want to see this. That sounds like fun. I missed out on it.
That's why we play test things. But anyway, Jade Scepter. It just sometimes I just see these Jade Scepter plays. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I wonder if there's more there. But
I think Smite 1, I mean, it's not like niche because I feel like Lotus Crown was one that was kind of cool at times. And Relic Dagger was amazing, but I don't think that's really something that could come over here. In 2 at the moment, I'm really on the doublet of Binding Train at the moment.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it's really underrated. I think it's really OP, and it really needs a nerf. But there's no way for me to even try and fight that battle until people start buying it and going, wow, this has got 50 magical prots, dampening, and 400 health, and reduce the damage to your teammates. That's insane. So we'll see. But I do think that like
Frontliners.
it's so freaking good.
when we were doing those changes, I was like, doublet's sick now. I'm really surprised.
400
it hasn't
health,
been even more
50
popular
magical
than it is.
prots. Like, come on. That's. I mean, and the only what was the other one I really enjoyed? I forgot now. I was going to say it came in my head and I forgot it. Never mind, we can move on. But I think that's the end of the show. Did you want to take a question technically?
I don't know. Did I not?
He did the opposite.
I don't have anything. I'm sorry. Somebody asked what we're drinking. I think I'm the only one drinking anything. I have
Water.
Maison Perrier sparkling water. Just water today.
I got regular water,
Well, thank you everybody
non-sparkling.
for tuning in for the OB39 overview today. It's been quite fun just answering your questions and trying to give you a bit more insight into what goes on in our world a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
That was
The PTS
great.
is available all weekend for you to check out and test out Jing 10, some of the stuff that you've actually seen as part of this overview show. You can find this overview update on Smite Prime as well. Notes will be released on Monday, all being well, or Tuesday, alongside Jing 10, and we'll look all that to look forward to. But if we don't see you beforehand,
We'll see you on the battleground, Peaches. Well done, gentlemen. Another fun, entertaining, and informative Titan Talk. Looking forward to the changes tomorrow. Specifically, Xing Qian is back, and so is East Ave. Gonna be glorious. And it's only been 2 weeks. Keep that in mind. It's only been a fortnight. That will be the conclusion of today's show. Shout out to you guys, Live Gang, Replay Gang, and of course the Lurk Squad. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Eat healthy, nutritious meals. Get plenty of rest and sleep. Do not discard your cardio. Honor your rest days. And be sure to exercise. Your health is your wealth. Until tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Grateful for all the chatters returning and new. All the support. All the donations, gifts, subs, follows. You all keep the train moving. Thank you. Peace out, brothers and sisters. Until we meet again, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.